it's exciting to play with this team, knowing how much firepower we have and how much we love each other.
Have that good high work ethic here.
Trying to win Super Bowls, man. It's the only way you get there. And, you know, we're in here every single day grinding our tails off, trying to get that fixed.
Before the stadium lights, before the roaring crowds, before America ever knew the name Kelce, there was a young boy with a dream too big for his small town. Travis Kelce faced a world that demanded perfection before he even knew who he was. Every touchdown he imagined had to be earned through sweat, pain, and relentless pressure that would break most men. In school gyms, on empty fields, and in front of coaches who doubted him, he fought an invisible war against failure, against fear, and against himself. This is the untold story of Travis Kelce's struggle, the battles behind the headlines, and the relentless drive that shaped him into one of the NFL's most feared tight ends. What he endured to survive the pressure will shock you. His journey wasn't a straight path to glory. It was a fight for survival, for respect, and for a chance to prove that he belonged. And it all started long before anyone noticed.
Oh man, you just believe. You just believe every snap. No.
Before we move on, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries. Travis grew up in a household that was loving but demanding. His parents worked tirelessly, expecting nothing less than hard work and dedication. Every practice was a test, every game a challenge to prove he belonged. But in high school, the pressure intensified. Scouts overlooked him, critics doubted him. Friends went on to other paths while he was left with nothing but ambition and a stubborn belief in himself. Rejection became a constant companion, and the weight of expectation threatened to crush him. Sleep-deprived nights were spent visualizing plays, perfecting routes, and building the muscle memory that would later define him. The pain of failure, the sting of being ignored, it all fueled an inner fire. He learned quickly that talent alone would not be enough. He needed grit, resilience, and an unbreakable mindset. While others saw a boy, coaches saw potential. But potential alone doesn't guarantee success. Travis had to fight, harder than anyone could imagine, to survive the mounting pressure of proving himself at every turn.
We found a way there in the fourth quarter to get some things going on offense.
High school wasn't just about football, it was a battlefield. Every snap carried the weight of expectation, every game a judgment of his worth. Travis felt the eyes of teammates, rivals, and coaches on him constantly, measuring, comparing, and doubting. Injuries became obstacles, threatening to derail his dreams before they even began. Each setback tested his patience, his determination, and his mental fortitude. Yet, he refused to quit. Early mornings in freezing rain, late nights lifting weights, hours running drills that felt endless. This was his reality. The pressure to perform academically and athletically became unbearable at times, and the fear of letting his family down loomed over him like a storm cloud. Loneliness crept in as friends partied and enjoyed teenage life while he sacrificed everything for a dream no one guaranteed. Every decision, every missed opportunity, every tiny failure became fuel. He transformed anxiety into focus, pressure into determination. By learning to thrive under stress, Travis began shaping not just his body, but a mindset that could survive anything the world would throw at him.
Goal, shout out to Harry, and just put up some points for our defense, man. Our defense is playing their tail off right now. So.
Then came college. The stakes skyrocketed. The competition was merciless, and the world he entered was unforgiving. Every player on the field was talented, hungry, and ready to take his place. The margin for error disappeared. Travis faced coaches who doubted him, teammates who challenged him, and critics who didn't believe he had what it took. He watched others earn praise while he struggled for recognition. Nights were the hardest, lying awake questioning if he was enough. The physical pain intensified, injuries demanding resilience, surgeries testing his limits, and every bruise became a badge of honor or a warning of fragility. He leaned on mental toughness, but the solitude of pressure weighed heavily. Friends called to hang out, but Travis spent nights studying plays, lifting, and perfecting every route. He felt isolated, misunderstood, and sometimes broken. Yet, each challenge hardened him. The pressure wasn't just external, it came from within. Travis Kelce's battle to survive in college wasn't against the opponents on the field. It was a fight against fear, doubt, and the relentless pursuit of greatness he refused to abandon.
It's the best, man. He's our fearless leader, man. That guy's the most competitive human being I know.
The NFL draft arrived, a moment of truth for every aspiring player. For Travis, it was a culmination of years of struggle, but also a terrifying unknown. Despite dominating in college, doubts lingered. Scouts questioned his consistency. Critics labeled him a risk. Anxiety gnawed at him as the phone calls began, each ring a possible life-changing moment. But nothing came immediately. The waiting period tested everything he had learned about resilience. Hours became days, and days became weeks. Friends celebrated their own successes while he stayed in the shadows, wondering if his dream would slip away. The fear of failure was suffocating. Every no he imagined whispered the possibility of his career ending before it even started. But Travis refused to surrender to despair. He doubled down on preparation, honing skills, and visualizing success. He had survived every battle to this point, and he knew that giving up now would be the ultimate defeat. The pressure was immense, but Travis Kelce's fire burned brighter than ever, preparing him for the moment the world would finally notice.
We love him for how he leads this team, both on the field and practice throughout the week.
When Travis Kelce finally heard his name called in the NFL draft, relief washed over him. But the pressure only multiplied. He had arrived at the big leagues, but the battles weren't over. Every practice, every snap, every weight room session became a test of survival. Veteran players scrutinized him, coaches demanded perfection, and the media dissected every misstep. The fear of failure lurked in every corner, whispering that one mistake could undo everything he had worked for. Homesickness, fatigue, and relentless schedules intensified the struggle. Yet beneath the anxiety, a fire blazed. Travis remembered every rejection, every doubt, every lonely night he had endured. He channeled frustration into focus, transforming pressure into motivation. With each game, he learned that survival required more than skill. It demanded mental toughness, resilience, and an unshakable belief in oneself. The NFL wasn't just a dream realized. It was a battlefield where only the strongest, mentally and physically, could thrive. Travis Kelce was ready to fight. Every ounce of pain, doubt, and struggle had prepared him for the war ahead.
And right now, man, he's leading us into victory.
The early days in the NFL were brutal. Travis faced a steep learning curve, adjusting to faster, stronger, and smarter opponents. Every route had to be precise, every catch flawless. Mistakes weren't just noticed, they were magnified. Teammates' expectations, coaches' scrutiny, and fan criticism created a pressure cooker environment. Injuries, even minor ones, became mental hurdles as he feared falling behind. The mental battle was relentless. Self-doubt crept in during quiet moments, and the fear of being replaced never left him. Yet, in the shadows of these struggles, Travis discovered an inner strength he didn't know existed. He studied film relentlessly, dissecting opponents' weaknesses, his own mistakes, and ways to improve. Sleep became a luxury, recovery a discipline, and every challenge a test of his commitment. What most saw as a superstar in the making was, behind the scenes, a man fighting silently, battling exhaustion, doubt, and fear. He learned that surviving the NFL required more than talent. It demanded sacrifice, resilience, and the unyielding courage to continue when every obstacle screamed quit.
You gotta do your homework, baby. You gotta do your homework. Little Wildcat at University of Cincinnati.
Even as he began to shine, fame brought a new type of pressure. Media scrutiny, social expectations, and the constant spotlight weighed heavily. Every touchdown celebration, interview, or social media post was dissected. Travis realized that surviving wasn't just about performing on the field, it was about navigating the world's judgment of it. Family and personal relationships were tested by distance and schedule. forcing him to balance personal life with professional demands. Nights were lonely. The roar of the stadium faded into quiet doubt once the cameras turned off. The fear of failure no longer just threatened his career, it threatened his identity. Yet, these challenges forged him into a resilient force. He developed mental routines, embraced mentorship, and learned to use pressure as a weapon rather than a burden. Each criticism fueled his determination. Travis Kelce's journey showed that survival required mastering both physical skill and emotional intelligence. The man who once felt invisible in high school now stood ready to face a world that expected perfection, and he would not falter.
It just tells you how much we're going to fight, and that's a great team. It's a tough team.
The climb to superstardom was paved with sacrifices that few understood. Every offseason meant grueling workouts, rehabilitation from injuries, and endless practice sessions. Personal life was often sidelined as he focused entirely on performance. Friends faded, relationships strained, and moments of joy became fleeting. The pressure to maintain consistency at the highest level was overwhelming. Every misstep on the field could invite criticism, affect team dynamics, or damage his reputation. Travis learned to embrace isolation as a tool, using quiet moments to refine skills and strengthen mental resolve. Sleep, nutrition, and recovery became rituals, and discipline replaced social life. The mental toll was immense. Constant reflection, self-questioning, and the fear of letting down family, coaches, and fans. Yet, each challenge built resilience, forging a mindset that could withstand any adversity. Travis Kelce's story wasn't just about talent. It was about relentless perseverance. The man who endured countless nights of doubt, pain, and uncertainty emerged stronger, more focused, and ready to face the unforgiving world of professional football, proving that surviving pressure isn't just physical. It's a battle of the mind, heart, and soul.
We did there in the fourth quarter with a couple 90-yard drives. That was huge for us. Yeah.
By the time he became a key player, expectations had grown exponentially. Travis was no longer just fighting for recognition. He was fighting to live up to a legend in the making. Fans and analysts scrutinized every move, comparing him to the greats, expecting perfection in every game. The pressure was unrelenting. Every injury became a potential career threat, every mistake a headline. Yet, Travis leaned into the struggle, transforming fear into fuel. He meticulously studied film, fine-tuned his physical conditioning, and developed a mental toughness that insulated him from criticism. Off the field, the emotional strain persisted. Balancing family, friends, and personal life often felt impossible. But it was in these moments of solitude that he found clarity, resilience, and purpose. Each challenge reminded him of how far he had come. The boy who once doubted his abilities now faced the weight of expectation with determination. Travis Kelce learned that survival isn't about avoiding pressure. It's about harnessing it, channeling it, and letting it drive you toward greatness while refusing to let doubt ever define you.
I think I got a lot of respect for the coaches over there and the players over there, and that was just a hard-fought win.
Travis's first playoff games tested him like never before. The speed, intensity, and stakes of the NFL postseason revealed the true cost of survival. Mistakes were magnified, victories were fleeting, and pressure became suffocating. He faced defenses designed to exploit every weakness, and every snap demanded perfection. In the quiet moments of preparation, doubt crept in. Am I enough? Can I truly carry the team? But the fire inside him refused to die. He visualized success relentlessly, transforming fear into preparation. Physical pain was constant. Torn ligaments, bruised ribs, and sore muscles became everyday battles. Yet, the mental challenge was even greater. Maintaining focus while thousands of eyes scrutinized him and millions of fans debated his performance required unshakable confidence. Travis realized that survival wasn't about avoiding pressure. It was about thriving in it. Each game became a proving ground, a testament to years of sacrifice. The boy who once feared rejection now faced the highest stakes with courage, proving that every struggle he endured had prepared him for this very moment in the spotlight.
Because we got a chance. Anytime we have a chance, the confidence got to be sky high, and we got players that can make plays.
The media's spotlight grew, and with it came expectations beyond football. Travis was no longer just an athlete. He was a symbol, a role model, and a target for scrutiny. Interviews, appearances, and constant public attention created a pressure few could imagine. The fear of failure transformed. Now, a mistake off the field could hurt his reputation more than a missed catch ever could. Relationships were strained as he navigated fame, and the weight of representing his family, his team, and his own legacy pressed down heavily. Sleep became fleeting, and downtime was filled with strategizing, reviewing plays, and maintaining peak performance. Yet, Travis found strength in these challenges. Each obstacle reinforced his resilience, sharpened his focus, and reminded him why he endured the early struggles. Survival was no longer enough. He needed to dominate, to rise above, and to thrive under scrutiny. The boy who once fought simply to be noticed had become a man ready to handle every storm, proving that greatness demands the courage to face pressure at every level.
In the second half there and overtime, and even on the offensive line, guys are stepping up. So
Injuries became his ultimate test. Every season brought new physical setbacks, sprained ankles, strained muscles, and relentless fatigue. Most would crumble under the weight of constant pain and rigorous recovery schedules. Travis faced moments of despair, questioning whether his body could endure the demands of professional football. Yet, he refused to yield. He immersed himself in rehabilitation, seeking every possible advantage to return stronger. Nights were long and lonely, filled with therapy, ice baths, and mental visualization. The physical torment mirrored the mental battle. Every day was a challenge to maintain focus, discipline, and determination. But in these trials, Travis discovered the depth of his perseverance. Pain became motivation. Setbacks became opportunities to prove resilience. The relentless grind strengthened his mind as much as his body. Survival was no longer passive. It was active, intentional, and unwavering. Travis Kelce emerged from every injury not just healed, but more determined, embodying the truth that enduring pressure, both mental and physical, is what separates legends from ordinary players. The NFL was brutal, but he had learned to thrive where others faltered.
I don't know. We'll look at it on the film and see where we can be better. And
Even as victories piled up, personal challenges never ceased. Family concerns, financial responsibilities, and the constant scrutiny of public life created an invisible battlefield. Balancing personal happiness with professional obligations was exhausting. Moments of doubt haunted him late at night. The fear of underperforming, of letting down teammates, of failing himself. But Travis embraced these struggles as part of his journey. Each challenge reminded him of his roots, the lonely nights, the rejections, and the sacrifices that shaped his character. He learned to compartmentalize pressure, treating each obstacle as a chance to grow. Mental toughness became his most valuable skill, sharpening focus, resilience, and emotional intelligence. The boy who once felt invisible in high school now carried the weight of fame, expectations, and personal responsibility with grace. Surviving pressure wasn't just about physical endurance. It required mastering emotions, maintaining discipline, and keeping sight of the bigger picture. Travis Kelce's journey illustrates that the path to greatness is rarely glamorous. It is forged through struggle, determination, and the relentless drive to rise above every obstacle that dares to challenge you.
that it's always a part of the aftermath of the game.
Travis's relationships faced constant strain. Time away from family, long road trips, and demanding schedules created friction in personal connections. Friends and loved ones struggled to understand the pressures of life in the NFL, and misunderstandings sometimes left him isolated. Yet, these challenges fueled his growth. He learned to communicate, to balance priorities, and to draw strength from the people who mattered most. The emotional resilience he developed became as critical as physical conditioning. Every setback off the field became a lesson in patience, empathy, and perseverance. Despite the loneliness and tension, Travis refused to let personal challenges derail his focus. He drew inspiration from his early struggles, the feeling of being overlooked, doubted, and underestimated. These memories reminded him of why he fought, both on and off the field. Surviving pressure required navigating a world that often misunderstood him while continuing to excel in one of the most demanding professions imaginable. Travis Kelce's journey shows that personal struggles, far from weakening him, became fuel for triumph, shaping not just an athlete, but a man capable of extraordinary endurance.
Weaker, obviously, trying to get points in the red zone and scoring those touchdowns for the defense.
With each passing season, expectations escalated. Fans demanded perfection, analysts scrutinized every detail, and opponents targeted him relentlessly. Travis faced immense pressure to maintain performance while evolving his game. The weight of success became a constant companion, and even victories were tinged with stress over the next challenge. Mental fatigue was inevitable, but he transformed it into determination. He meticulously studied opponents, refined techniques, and embraced a relentless work ethic. The pressure that might crush others became a tool for growth. Every challenge reinforced his resilience. Every critique honed his focus. He remembered his journey from overlooked high school player to NFL star and allowed it to fuel his persistence. Travis Kelce learned that surviving pressure isn't about avoiding scrutiny. It's about using it to sharpen skills, strengthen resolve, and push boundaries. His story demonstrates that mental toughness, emotional intelligence, and unwavering commitment are as vital as athletic ability. The man who once fought simply to be seen now thrived under the weight of expectation, proving that the greatest battles are often internal.
We'll definitely try and hone in on that. We were doing really good with that early on in the year, and we just got to stay true to it.
Leadership became his next challenge. As a rising star, Travis was no longer just playing for himself. He had to inspire teammates, set an example, and bear the weight of collective expectations. Every action, word, and decision carried influence, and mistakes could ripple across the team. The pressure of leadership tested not only skill but character. He faced moments of doubt. Could he rise to this responsibility, or would the weight of expectation crush him? Drawing from years of struggle, Travis embraced the role. He mentored younger players, shared hard-earned wisdom, and led by example on and off the field. The challenges of leadership were immense, balancing authority with empathy, assertiveness with humility, but they became another arena to demonstrate resilience. He learned that survival in professional sports wasn't just about personal performance. It was about elevating everyone around you. Travis Kelce's evolution from a pressured rookie to a guiding force shows that greatness requires not only talent, but courage, wisdom, and the ability to thrive under the intense pressure of expectation.
This year, and I'll make sure that I give everybody the right shout-outs on my podcast.
Public scrutiny reached new heights as fame grew. Every interview, celebration, and social media post became fodder for analysis. Critics dissected his every move. Fans created unrealistic expectations, and the spotlight never dimmed. For many, this pressure would be unbearable. Travis, however, had learned from years of preparation. He used criticism as motivation, focusing on improvement rather than judgment. Behind the camera, he worked tirelessly, practicing routes, studying film, and maintaining peak physical condition. Sleep, recovery, and mental preparation became rituals of survival. He understood that pressure was inevitable, but how he responded defined his trajectory. The man who had once been ignored and underestimated now faced the world with confidence forged in the crucible of struggle. Each challenge, each moment of doubt, was a reminder of how far he had come and how much further he could go. Travis Kelce survived and thrived by mastering the mental game, embracing adversity, and refusing to let fear dictate his journey.
Family time, and there's nothing that goes better than football and Thanksgiving, baby.
The pinnacle of pressure arrived with the Super Bowl. The stakes were colossal, the eyes of millions focused on every movement, every decision. This was more than a game. It was the ultimate test of survival, skill, and composure. Travis remembered the boy who had struggled in small-town gyms, the college player overlooked by scouts, the rookie fighting for recognition. Every ounce of struggle, pain, and perseverance led to this moment. Injuries, fatigue, and mental exhaustion were constant adversaries, but he faced them head-on. The fear of failure threatened to paralyze, but he transformed it into laser focus. Every practice, every sacrifice, every lonely night of doubt culminated in this moment. Travis Kelce became a symbol of what it means to survive pressure, relentless preparation, unshakable focus, and courage in the face of doubt. The Super Bowl wasn't just a game. It was the stage where his journey, his struggle, and his resilience were immortalized.
We got to win for him. I know that. You can't go back home with any else.
Looking back, Travis Kelce's story is not just about touchdowns or accolades. It's about survival, resilience, and relentless determination. From overlooked high school player to NFL superstar, he faced rejection, injury, loneliness, and immense pressure at every stage. He battled doubt, fear, and physical pain, often alone, but never surrendered. Each obstacle became a lesson, each setback a fuel for growth, and each challenge a stepping stone to greatness. Travis Kelce embodies the truth that glory is not simply handed. It is fought for, earned through sacrifice, courage, and unwavering belief in oneself. His journey inspires millions, showing that success is forged in the crucible of struggle. The pressure that might break ordinary individuals became the forge that created a legend. Travis Kelce didn't just survive, he thrived, turning adversity into power, doubt into motivation, and pressure into triumph. His story reminds us that the greatest victories are often invisible, built behind the scenes, long before the world ever notices.
Getting all the food they can possibly get, and
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our upcoming documentaries.